A teacher is under investigation in the Bronx and Staten Island amid accusations she had a long sexual relationship with a mentally ill 16-year-old student at a school for children with special needs. Sandy Carazas-Pinez, 33, a former biology teacher in NYC public schools who is married with 3 children, had sex with the teen in her car at least a dozen times, and sent him nude and erotic poses among scores of inappropriate texts, according to allegations by the boy's mom and documents obtained by the Post. Police and district attorney investigators have compiled reams of texts at all hours between the teacher and the teen, who attended the Biondi School in Yonkers at the city DOE's expense. It is run by the nonprofit Rising Ground, which terminated the teacher this month. "I know for me it isn't going to be easy. I will miss your kisses, hugs, and everything," she wrote this year in a discussion of whether they should end it, according to the texts under review by law enforcement agencies. In January, Casarez-Pinez angrily responded to messages from the teen pleading for a response, telling him, "Throughout the whole vacation you have shut me out, and the only time you would hit me up was when you wanted to masturbate or tell me that you are crushing on other teachers. I am not a piece of ass with no feelings. You hurt me and you continue to do it. I care for you. I do not understand how you can doubt that." Reached by phone on Friday, Casarez-Pinez denied having sex with the student. "I didn't even know there were these allegations," she said, adding that investigators have not contacted her. "He would tell me he loved me and I would just reciprocate." She said the teen got in her car because he asked me for a ride and it was snowing that day. Asked about the nude photos texted to the boy, she said, "He had the passcode to my phone." She could not explain how happened. On an earlier call, Casarez-Pinez's husband angrily confronted her after asking a reporter about the allegations. "You told me you quit, Sandy," he said. "You're done, Sandy, if this is true. You're f***ing done, pack your stuff and leave." In other texts under scrutiny by investigators, the teacher apparently wrote, "I do miss your touch and kisses, not going to lie. I also miss seeing you masturbate, I sound like a pervert." Of photos of 4 models in lingerie, she asked him, "Which one do you think is nice?" She once wrote, "I usually go for much older men." "Yeah, you're the crazy exception. Eat me? Have you done that before?" She asked in another text. "You made yourself seem like you were a complete prude, but you have your fair share of experience and experimenting. I can even say you beat me, lol." In another, "Sucks our classroom camera works, lol." The mother said camera footage in the classroom shows the teacher sitting inappropriately close to the student. She said her son told investigators the two fondled each other sexually in class. Casarez-Pinez also asked the student to lie to cover her tracks, the texts indicate. When an assistant principal cited a boundary violation after spotting Casarez-Pinez eating Chinese takeout with the boy in a science lab, she told him, "I got in trouble." She said she told her boss that she'd bought lunch for 3 boys, and agreed to meet with one student because he was upset about something. "If you can just back me up with this, if they ask," she told him. Other evidence includes a recorded phone conversation, obtained by the Post, in which the boy asked Casarez-Pinez why she was pulled out of the school. "Did they see us having sex, or did they see me getting in the car? They didn't see us having sex, so what's the issue? We hid from the cameras, though, right?" She replied, "They're saying we were too close. That it was pretty much like us being in a relationship. And that's, like, against everything. 1, because you're underage, and 2, because I'm your teacher." The teen suffers from a combination of schizophrenia and mood disorder, his mother said. "We are upset, shocked, and appalled by the behavior of a former teacher who betrayed the values of the school by engaging in an inappropriate relationship with a student," Rising Ground said in a statement. The boy's mother, whose name the Post is withholding to protect her son's privacy, is livid that authorities have not arrested the teacher more than 2 weeks after the teen gave a lengthy interview on March 7 to NYPD Special Victim Detectives in Staten Island, where the family lives. "If my son was not an African American boy, and the genders were reversed, you know the teacher would already be in handcuffs," she said. She quoted one officer as crassly joking, "Where were those teachers when I was in high school?" It's the rape of a child with a mental illness, she said. As a society, we have to prioritize the safety of children who are mentally ill and boys who are sexually assaulted. The mom said officials told her that preparing charges is complex in this case because it involves multiple alleged offenses in several jurisdictions. Andrew Crawford, a spokesman for the Staten Island DA's office, said, "Our office takes all cases of this nature very seriously and we remain committed to pursuing justice to the full extent of the law while supporting victims and survivors." He would not elaborate on the active investigation. Bronx DA spokeswoman Denise Moreno said only, "We are aware of the allegations and it is under investigation." Before joining the Biondi School, Casarez-Pinez taught at PS/MS007 in Harlem and PS/IS218 in the Bronx. DOE officials had no comment.